Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating and air, restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
A day 30 years in the making is finally here. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. That is how long the ban on cruising has been around. But now, lowriders are free to ride again. And KPBS reporter Melissa May is live in National City, where people and cars are gathering now. Melissa?
Hi, Maya. It's a celebration down here in National City, and lowriders from all over San Diego County are getting ready to cruise down Highland Avenue in what is known as a Lowrider Caravan. Now, it's going to be a pretty awesome time for the lowriders because this morning the last no cruising sign was taken down. And as you can see, the low riding community is ready to ride low and slow.
This sign that was a constant reminder for the past 30 plus years of how us lowriders were not accepted, were not welcomed. The journey here was not an easy one.
Marisa Rosales is the vice mayor of the United Lowrider Coalition and says the taking down of this sign means peace of mind for lowriders after decades of being banned. Trinity Garcia is a United Lowrider Coalition Youth Council member.
I have been a part of the ULC with my mother, brother, tias, and tios since day one. So I have witnessed the struggles, the letdowns, disappointments, the tears, the doors closed in our face, the constant no's, always being knocked down numerous times, but us getting right back up on our feet to re-strategize our next plan.
Times have changed. While individual lowriders were always allowed to cruise, now large groups of lowriders known as caravans can legally cruise after getting a temporary use permit from the city. Brother and sister Victor and Melinda Ayala were born into lowriding.
I grew up around this environment. This is a big deal for my dad, and I want to keep the tradition going with my family.
It means everything to me. I'm actually building my own car right now. This is my dad's car. It's a 59 Impala convertible. I'm building a 1960 Impala convertible. I will be out real soon, and me and him and the rest of my family will be cruising.
Lowriding can now be recognized as being a part of the community's cultural heritage and celebrated as individual pieces of art.
This is for you and the future generations of lowriders. And in true lowrider fashion, keep it family oriented and let's cruise! Yeah!
Earlier this week, the National City Council unanimously voted to not only host, but pay for 3 lowrider caravans this summer. The first one will be on June 17th. Back to you, Maya! Woo!
Thanks so much for that report, Melissa. A big deal for the South Bay. Really appreciate it. Another tough travel day for people who depend on the bus in the South Bay and East County. MTS bus service was disrupted for a third day and could last into the weekend. It's because of ongoing negotiations between Transdev and its bus operators. Transdev is contracted to run 65% of all San Diego routes, and MTS is providing bus schedule updates on social media at sdmts.com. And a headache for drivers near Scripps Ranch High School today. Repairs are still underway after a water main break early this morning. A SIG alert was issued warning drivers to avoid Scripps Ranch Boulevard between Scripps Lake Drive and Hybert Street. City crews turned off the water, but there's a lot of damage to the road, and it's not yet known what caused the water main break. The San Diego City Council will nominate a slate of commissioners to the city's new, more robust police oversight panel on Monday. But there is growing criticism of the process after a recent KPBS investigation. Reporter Scott Rodd has the update.
It's been 2.5 years since San Diegans overwhelmingly voted for stronger community oversight of police misconduct. But the City Council is only now appointing members to the new, more powerful Commission on Police Practices.
Who they choose is incredibly important.
Andrea St. Julian is an attorney and the co-chair of San Diegans for Justice. The City Council abruptly announced a plan to appoint new commissioners, but only after a KPBS investigation found the commission is barely functioning. St. Julian says the process is rushed and has left nominees with little time to prepare for their presentations before the City Council.
Having it at such short notice is really insensitive to those community members who don't have the luxury of just being able to take off of work whenever they want to.
There's also concern from within the City Council. Councilmember Marnie Von Wilpert scheduled a hearing at the next Public Safety Committee meeting to shed light on the lack of community police oversight in San Diego, the growing backlog of unreviewed allegations against officers, and why it's taking years to fulfill the demands of voters. Scott Rodd, KPBS News.
Migrants loaded onto buses in Texas have arrived in several major U.S. cities in recent days. In New York, 50% of hotel rooms are now providing shelter for migrant families. Laura Aguirre has the latest.
Because we have managed it well, people have the belief, well, it can't be that bad. No, it's bad.
Cities like New York taking in around 600 migrants a day from Texas now, according to the mayor's office, double the volume since Title 42 ended. Manhattan's long-closed Roosevelt Hotel reopened Friday as the latest large-scale migrant shelter. Yet, even as a city filled with hotels, resources are stretched.
Almost 50% of those hotel rooms have been taken up by migrant asylum seekers that we're paying for.
No shelters on school grounds.
A plan to house migrants in some standalone public school gyms was met with major backlash earlier this week.
They're all welcome, just not to our school next to our children, where they'll be exposed to this.
And whomever is telling us not to go somewhere, you tell me where we should go then.
Denver, Colorado became the 5th city to receive migrants from Texas. The first bus arrived Thursday, and shelters are filling up fast with migrant families. Denver's mayor tweeting overnight he's happy to bill Texas for the cost of care, accusing Governor Abbott of failing to manage his own state.
Texas has had to respond to the Biden administration's refusal to enforce the immigration laws.
The mayors of at least 4 cities, including Denver and New York, sent a letter to President Joe Biden asking for federal help as the buses keep arriving. I'm Laura Aguirre for KPBS News.
A wing at the Jennifer Moreno Veterans Affairs Medical Center has been named for a trailblazing Navy captain. Captain Kathy Briere was part of the landmark lawsuit in the 1970s that overturned a law barring women from serving on combat ships. Retired Rear Admiral Sandy Adams was a surface officer in the Navy, and she says Briere's work made her career possible.
I never would have been able to serve on a ship, any type of ship at the time. Women who were flying at the time could not even land on a ship. Even though they could fly a helicopter over the ocean and go by the ship, they were not allowed to land on the ship. It was crazy.
Briere died in San Diego in 2020. She is one of 2 local military women memorialized at the medical center. In December, the center was renamed for Army Captain Jennifer Moreno, a San Diego high school grad from Logan Heights who was killed in Afghanistan in 2013. It's only been a week since Senator Dianne Feinstein returned to Capitol Hill following a 3-month absence. But as Jessica Dean reports, some are raising doubts about the 89-year-old Democrat's ability to serve.
Good morning, Senator. Senator Dianne Feinstein's fitness to serve under a fresh round of scrutiny since she returned to the Senate following a months-long absence to recover from shingles. The 89-year-old has faced similar questions about her ability to serve in the past several years. But those questions and even criticism have intensified in recent weeks as some on Capitol Hill and beyond wonder if she's healthy enough to continue working.
What made you decide that now is the time to come back to the Senate?
I felt better.
On Tuesday, Los Angeles Times reporter Benjamin Oreskes recorded this exchange between himself and Feinstein.
What have you heard?
What have I heard about what?
About your return. How have they felt about your return?
No, I haven't been gone.
Okay.
You should follow them. I haven't been gone. I've been working.
You've been working from home is what you're saying?
No, I've been here. I've been voting. Please, either no or don't know.
He later said she may have been confused about his question. But Feinstein is far from the first senator to draw such questions. Senator Strom Thurmond served until he was 100. West Virginia Senator Robert Byrd died in office at 92. Both men face similar concerns from their colleagues. Senate Majority Whip and chairman of the Senate Judiciary Committee had this to say when asked if he's confident she's fit to serve.
I can't be the judge of that, but I will tell you that she has to make that decision for herself and her family as to going forward.
Durbin and others have refused to say if they think she should resign.
She's a dear friend. As a friend, you can see she's hurting.
She's my friend, and only thing I can say is that she's a wonderful, beautiful person, tremendous public servant.
Her prolonged absence on the Judiciary Committee has meant Democrats did not have the votes to move some nominees out of committee.
We're glad she's back, and she was present for key votes in the committee last week and on the floor.
In recent years, Feinstein has either been forced to give up or has voluntarily given up powerful positions. Senate Democrats denied her the powerful Judiciary Committee chairmanship in 2021, following her performance in the confirmation hearing of Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett. Feinstein also passed up the position of serving as president pro tem of the Senate in January due to health issues.
And that was Jessica Dean reporting. Feinstein has said that she plans to serve out her term but will not seek re-election in 2024.
I'm Amna Navaz. Tonight on the NewsHour, the U.S. says it will help train Ukrainians on F-16 fighter jets to fight back against Russia. That's coming up at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
For the second month in a row, prices of homes in San Diego County edged up in April, and that is according to a report by California Association of Realtors. But prices still remain below what they were a year ago. The median sale price of a single-family home was $930,000, up $15,000 from March. The median price was $975,000 in April of 2022. More promising signs for the housing market. Mortgage rates are stabilizing and builder confidence is up. Karen Kafo tells us what this means for anyone looking to buy a home, as well as homeowners.
The housing market has been on a wild ride. 2021 saw near record low mortgage rates boosting demand for single-family homes, resulting in bidding wars that sent home prices skyrocketing.
Many buyers were rushing to benefit from the low mortgage rates.
Meanwhile, labor shortages, supply chain issues, and rising costs took a toll on builders, slowing new construction. But aggressive actions taken by the U.S. Federal Reserve to counter inflation doubled interest rates by late last year.
Activity really slowed down in 2022, and we have not seen much of a rebound thus far in 2023.
To accommodate those more expensive loans, home prices have been falling in some places, but on average, April saw the biggest drop since 2012. And while sales remain sluggish, there still aren't enough properties on the market.
Overall, there's a sense that there's the demand there, but inventory is still really tight.
But that may soon be changing. New single-family home starts are on the rise, along with builder confidence, according to data from the National Association of Home Builders.
In the resale market, many homeowners have got a really good interest rate, and they don't want to give that up to move. So new construction has become the more popular choice these days.
As rates and home prices come down, industry experts say people can still achieve the American dream.
The dream of homeownership for Americans will always be alive and well. Sometimes it's just a little more challenging to get there.
In Washington, I'm Karen Kaffa.
Some Oceanside High School students are learning the art of the TED Talk. The video platform famous for spreading ideas and inspiration now wants to share the stage with young people. KPBS education reporter MG Perez has the story.
And in step 3,
the format is familiar.
I planned out my project and started researching different types of art businesses.
This is the first step in what could someday become a TED Talk. 15-year-old Sarah Watson developed a passion project that promotes art in person and online.
I want to teach art, so I was like, oh, I should make a website. So I decided, I'll make a website, but I also want to do the business.
It didn't take long as a teacher to realize that my male students were acting kind of strange.
TED stands for Technology, Entertainment, and Design. But in the past 2 decades, the international video platform has grown to include talks by experts in science, business, and education.
And in college, I was introduced to Latin graffiti.
This morning, the TED Talk format came to El Camino High School in the Oceanside Unified District. The school was chosen as an official TED Ed campus.
We have certain curriculum that we have to do with them, and then we report every other week. We have the students get online, and they're talking to the TED instructors and taking it step by step.
Tom Boris got the attention of the TED Talk platform because he developed the first of its kind entrepreneur class for about 150 freshmen. It's a chance for them to create, design, and execute their more ambitious ideas.
We still don't get it right. What do we do?
Ninth grader Caitlin Ho combined her love of math and reading and published a picture book. She shared her process in TED Talk style in front of hundreds of her classmates. She used her sense of humor to calm nerves.
I try to seem as social as I can, even though I'm actually really shy. So I try to make a lot of jokes to lighten up the mood and use it to get to know other people.
El Camino in Oceanside Unified is one of just 17 schools across California given the TED Talk honor. There is a chance that some of those talks could find a wider audience. That's because each presentation is being recorded and will be offered to the TED Talk website this summer for consideration. No guarantees, just plenty of perseverance and hope. MG Perez, KPBS News.
It started as a small community event, but it has since blown up. The Temecula Valley Balloon and Wine Festival celebrates its 40-year anniversary this weekend. KPBS North County reporter Tonya Thorne has a preview.
Event organizers toast to 40 years of the Temecula Valley Balloon and Wine Festival, a milestone for an idea that outgrew an empty parking lot in the middle of what was a small town. Like Temecula itself, the festival has grown, and now it's held beyond Temecula city limits.
And then it just got too big, and it evolved out to this festival where it'll be almost 40,000 people coming out here this weekend with 1,300 volunteers. And
the weekend-long event is now held at Lake Skinner in Winchester, but the celebration is all about what makes Temecula Temecula.
The Balloon and Wine Festival is about just coming out, enjoying the great outdoors. Lake Skinner is a magnificent property. Maybe you're doing a little camping, definitely wine tasting, beer tasting. There's tons of food and the music. It's all about the wine, the music, and the balloons.
Brian Lynch with Reach for the Stars says there's just something about Temecula that makes it perfect for ballooning.
It's a really beautiful thing, that trend that we see here where the sun rises in the east and the desert swell pushes the marine layer back. It's what makes it so perfect for ballooning here. And so 30 years ago, ballooning started picking up more and more, and it brought tourists out here.
He says that was the start of a relationship between the wineries and the balloonists that have helped put Temecula on the map and boosted its economy. The festival is a celebration of that.
In the last 10 years, there's been a huge uptake in, I'd say, people camping out and enjoying the whole weekend here. And I think that goes hand in hand with there being kind of like bigger concert names going on as well.
The musical performances have gotten bigger, and that's partly due to a recent partnership with Paula Casino. With the event gaining more popularity, Paula Casino has also helped in making ballooning accessible to people of all abilities.
Our organization is actually the first wheelchair accessible balloon, and now since we have two of them, thanks to the donation by Paula, we have the largest fleet. This one in particular is 36 inches wide, so it's ADA compliant. That way anyone with a standard wheelchair can roll right into here. And we've got a nice little ramp that makes it easy too.
Balloon experiences can be purchased as part of the festival, but Lynch says the sights of the colorful blimps are just as nice.
At night, when we set up the demonstration with the glow, it's really pretty and everyone loves it. And by then, everyone's had a lot of wine, so it's a good time.
The event kicks off tonight and ends on Sunday evening. Tonya Thorne, KPBS News.
At last, we finally received the good news about the arrival of Major League Soccer here in San Diego, and now it's time to party. The Let's Kick It party will be held at Snapdragon Stadium tomorrow. It's a free event and open to the public, but you will need an RSVP first. Tickets are available on a first-come, first-served basis, and information is available at sandiegofc.com.
All right, let's start you off with your weather headlines, what you need to know heading into the weekend. Well, still a few low clouds hugging the coast and the valleys. You may wake up to some patchy fog. Stormy mountains, though. It's not going to be a washout by any means, but a stray thunderstorm or thunder shower possible as we head throughout the weekend. Steady temperatures, though. Temperatures really not going to budge too much as we head over these next few days. Now, through Friday evening, we do have a beach hazard statement, not in San Diego County, but as we travel a little bit more north, Newport Beach, well, not going to be the best beach day or even beach evening. A little bit of a rough surf condition going on there. Tonight, closer to home, we're dropping down to a low of 61. We'll have low clouds around the rest of the area. Oceanside 59, Ramona 54, Borrego Springs 67, but very warm as we head into the start of the weekend across SoCal and comfortable along the coast. And that's where temperatures will remain in the upper 60s, low 70s. And then as we move more inland, well, hot in the deserts, Borrego Spring 97, Ramona at 79, not too shabby there. Now along the coast, your 5-day outlook, sunshine again. Not going to rule out some low-level fog, but it's overall going to be sunny throughout the days. Highs in the 70s here over these next few days, even into next week. Similar story more inland. In the mid-70s, temperatures staying pretty steady. Saturday with a high of 75, Sunday 77, and then by Tuesday, low clouds may break with a high of 73. Now, as we get closer towards the mountains, well, again, you're not seeing a whole lot of rain on this 5-day outlook because it's not going to be a washout. But again, we cannot rule out isolated showers or thunder showers as we head throughout the weekend. But most of your day is shaping up to be swell, dry with plenty of sunshine. Highs, though, will remain in the low to mid 60s, 63 Saturday, Sunday with a high of 61, Monday 63. And along the deserts, well, hot. Not too hot yet, at least for desert standards, but in the upper 90s, low 100s, with plenty of sunshine to go around. All right, for KPBS News, I'm meteorologist Briere.
We're in the midst of graduation season, and tonight students at Cal State San Marcos are celebrating their commencement. And one of those students served in Afghanistan while also fighting a very personal family battle at home. KPBS education reporter MG Perez tells us her story.
This is the deck of the Vet Center. We have a lot of events out here.
Jamie Childers served in the U.S. Army 12 years, 4 of those years active duty, the rest in the reserves. Now she works at the Epstein Family Veterans Center on the campus of Cal State San Marcos, where she is also a graduating senior. She graduates with a double major bachelor's degree in criminology and history after surviving a traumatic family criminal history of her own.
Family influences what you study and kind of your perspective on things, and I just wanted to learn from a different perspective, you know, an educational perspective, not just somebody being impacted by the system.
Almost 20 years ago, Jamie's older brother first entered the California prison system when she was just 13 years old. He's been in and out of incarceration ever since for drug-related crimes and ongoing addiction, leaving behind a son and daughter. Taylor and Jack Harrison's mother was also mostly absent, so they grew up with their aunt who is barely older than they are.
It just kind of fell on me to take care of them and guide them, and everything that I do has been for them and to show them that they can live a different path than what their dad was choosing.
Siblings, sisters, best friends, kind of all are synonymous when describing us.
Taylor is now 21 and a junior at San Diego State. She still lives with her Aunt Jamie. They cook together, collaborate, and communicate about the tough challenges life has brought them.
There has always been just the one person who has been there through it all, and that was my aunt. Anytime there's ever anything wrong or upsetting, she was the person that I would go to.
Jamie's nephew Jack is now 18 and getting ready to go to college with a wrestling scholarship.
My goal was to get my niece and nephew through college. I figured if I get them through that, then that cycle is probably broken. So what are we doing today?
Back at the Vet Center at Cal State San Marcos, Jamie is managing a program specifically designed to help military-connected students transition from the armed forces to civilian life and into careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. In 2012, she did a 9-month tour of duty in Afghanistan, working as a construction engineer, building flight lines and perimeters around U.S. bases.
One of the biggest things I remember about being deployed is you can see the stars everywhere. It's awesome.
Following graduation, the stars have aligned for Jamie's next challenge. She will prepare for and apply to law school and begin work on changing the system she says victimized her.
Making sure that there's a relationship between children and their fathers or mothers, whoever's incarcerated, because a parental figure for children is important. And our justice system takes that away.
Her niece Taylor is following in her footsteps, studying criminal justice at SDSU, with plans that could include a career in the FBI or DEA.
With the background of my dad, I'm also minoring in sociology, and so I want to really understand the why behind why people do things and why he chooses the life that he lives.
Jamie has not given up on her incarcerated brother.
It's been hard having to keep a relationship going with my brother, and it's not something that I want other people to go through. So I just want to be part of that change.
Along with her degree, Jamie Childers graduates this year with even more determination, too. MG Perez, KPBS News.
And you can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Maya Triple C. Have a great evening.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating and air, restoration, flood and remodeling services for over 40 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.